Hey guys, it's Jason from Fit with Jay again. Here's a second video in my introduction to lifting for beginners. Today we're going to cover the bench press, another very big staple in basic lifting, and I honestly believe 90% of the people doing it in gyms and in fitness clubs across the world are doing it wrong. So I'm going to show you how to do it right. Alright guys, let's talk about the bench press. Obviously, it's for the chest. Now, the pectoral muscle is meant to bring the arm forward and around the body. Too many people are focused on the forward part though. They'll do a bench press and they will push right out there. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what's going on here. So, they got they're on the bench and they're pushing and they go like that. Now what's the problem there is this part. They've gone this extra distance and that's done absolutely nothing for the pectoral muscle. So you want to keep those shoulder blades back the entire time. The best way to do that is when you're on the bench, you've got those weights up overhead, pull those shoulder blades together and down. That's the safest place for the bench press. For all of your pressing exercises, whether it's incline or a shoulder press, shoulder blades pinched together and down. You want to have those elbows line up with your chest at chest level and your hands over your elbows at all times. One of the best cues I give my clients is to really think about where your shoulder blades are on the bench. So they're going to come together and into your back pocket, or try to get them into your back pocket, is obviously they're not going to reach. And you want to think about where those shoulder blades are making contact with the bench. And you don't want that to move at all. If you think about it, people doing it the wrong way, their shoulder blades come apart. They're pulling their shoulders forward, not their arms anymore. So you want to push your shoulder blades through the bench. Obviously it's not going to happen, but that's the cue that you want to try and do. Imagine that the weight is not going anywhere and you're going to push your shoulder blades through the bench. That's how you're going to get full maximum contraction in the chest. Once you've gotten to straight arms and you do that, the chest turns off. It actually gets longer. A contraction is the shortening of a muscle, but from here to there, you're reaching from the chest. Remember, your chest muscle attaches from the arm to your sternum. Also your clavicle and a little bit of your ribs down below, but still from this position alongside, now goes out in front, that has to turn off. It's doing nothing. That's actually your serratus anterior that pushes your shoulder forward. So again, keep those shoulder blades back and down. Move those hands in line. Push those shoulders through the bench. And feel that chest muscle. So now we know where your shoulder blades are supposed to be and how they're not supposed to move. Next thing I want to talk about your arms, how they're supposed to move. So you want to pretend, if you're using dumbbells, pretend that there's a bar connecting those dumbbells together. For using dumbbells, it allows you to keep more stress on the chest, less on the triceps, which can help you push. If you've got a bar or a machine, when it's dumbbells, then you just keep those dumbbells in your fists right in line with your elbows. You don't want to come in too far because that means too much tricep. You don't want to go out too far because now your bicep has to contract as well. Now, Flies are great chest exercises. They do put a lot of focus on the chest. If you want to move a lot more weight, bring them in from the flies. Keep those fists over top of the elbows at all times. And you want to move in line with your chest. Imagine my thumbs are the bar that connects, and that's in line with my chest. Notice my elbows are, while I'm sitting here, lower than my shoulders. You don't want to be pushing chest from up here. You don't want to be doing this. This is not a very safe place and not very effective for your lower chest. If you want to work the upper chest, you would be a little bit higher like this, but you'd be on an angle too. So that would help compensate, help keep your shoulder blades together, and help keep your shoulders in a safe place. So once again, everything now. We get on the bench, we pull those shoulder blades back and down, and then we pull those elbows down beside our chest. Hands are in front of our elbows. Then we imagine pushing our shoulder blades through the bench. Notice my hands are still down at chest level. That's where the weight would be. One more time, pulling those elbows back at chest level and pushing those shoulder blades through the bench. You're going to feel a lot more in your chest doing it that way than throwing those shoulders forward. You'll feel your shoulder blades will spread, and you'll actually be pushing your spine into the bench. So avoid that. Shoulder blades, that's what your arms push against. That's what they're there for. So keep them in place and push them through the bench. You can't see it right now, but I've got a mirror up over my bench. I have all my clients sit right here underneath that mirror so they can see the line, so they can see the path of the bar of the weights and make sure they're in the safe place.
Let's give this a go with some actual weight in our hands, eh?
Alright, so got these weights up. First thing I want to do is pull my shoulder blades together, putting them in my back pocket as close to as possible. Now I've got this weights in line with my chest. I don't want to be up here with my shoulders. This is the easiest place to sit. I can just rest here all day. You want to pull those down in line with the chest. Now let's get ready to do this. My shoulders are pinched together. My elbows are under the dumbbells. I'm going to pull my elbows down beside my chest. And then I'm going to push my shoulder blades through the bench. One more time. Elbows, hands, everything beside my chest. Dumbbells are still over top of my elbows. And push those shoulder blades through the bench. This will show you how I keep my hands over my elbows, not bringing them in too far. The wrong way would be to do this. That's all tricep. Keep those dumbbells over the elbows, in line with the chest the whole time. One more time from the side. Pull those elbows down beside your chest. Push the shoulder blades through the bench. The wrong way would be to pull out here straight from the shoulders and push from there. We want those down by the chest, in line with the chest. That's what we want to work. 90% of shoulder injuries in the gym happen during the bench press. So, do it properly, do it safely, do it effectively. Do it the way I just told you. All right? Stay safe, go bench press.